watching the second News Hour debate on Times Now Super Prime Time.
On debate number 2, we are going to go into open debate right at the start, which means no introductory comments. We go straight into the debate. I'll put a first question in, then anyone can come into the debate. Majid Memon, that applies to you. Sudhanshu Trivedi, that applies to you. NCP and Congress spokespersons. NCP and BJP spokespersons. Rahul Narvekar, that applies to you. And my first question is to Sanjay Jha. Sanjay Jha, what is Rahul Gandhi's view on Ashok Chavan being protected by the Maharashtra government in which the Congress party is a partner?
I'll answer you provided I just don't get any interruptions for the first couple of minutes, Adla, but I'm hoping I will get it. Let's put the debate in perspective. Number one, you have been highly speculative in making a statement about Rahul Gandhi being the Prime Minister designate. We have not heard any such statement from
this debate is not about that.
On Mr. Rahul Gandhi having any such. Yeah, so no, let me put it in perspective. There is, however, a Prime Ministerial candidate by the name of Mr. Narendra Modi. Let's put it in perspective. There is
You're not answering my question and I'm forced to interrupt you. What is Rahul Gandhi's view on Ashok Chavan?
1 minute, I'm answering your question. Let's put the discussion in perspective. I said you'll
what
not interrupt me.
What perspective? There's something called the Kargil for Profit scam. There's somebody called Ashok Chavan. There's somebody who's cheated. And there's somebody who's protected.
I am talking about a man who's already a designated Prime Ministerial candidate.
What is Rahul Gandhi's view on Ashok Chavan?
Mr. Purushottam Solanki, who was convicted. 1 minute, I'm linking the two together. You want to link two people? Let's link the two together.
No, there are two people I'm talking about. One is Ashok Chavan, one is Rahul Gandhi.
Gujarat High Court. 1 minute.
There are two people.
400 crore scam.
Now I'll show you.
Guess who stopped?
Yes.
Guess who in a written
have you seen
document?
This?
I have the written
Have you
document
seen this
with
report?
Me. Who in a written document?
Have you seen this report?
Who in a written document?
Have you seen the report on Ashok Chavan?
Prosecution of Mr.
Have you seen the report on Ashok Chavan?
Narendra Modi who stopped the prosecution of
What
Mr.
is Rahul Gandhi's view on Ashok Chavan? Sanjay, you know what will happen is. What will happen, Sanjay, there's a risk. There's a risk you're running.
Judicial Commission report.
There's a risk you're running, Sanjay. There is a risk you're running that people watching the News Hour tonight will say
that the people will see.
People will say that Sanjay Jha.
People watching News Hour will know that you are not creating a balanced debate. That's what the people will
you know. One
because
second.
You can't
now I'll give
you to not even finish.
Now
when I started by making that assumption.
There are two names you haven't taken.
Either you speak or I will.
Now, Sanjay, I don't think you want to answer the question. I've come to the conclusion after listening to you that you have decided today that you don't want to answer the question.
Let me finish.
No, one second. You are beginning every answer with let me finish.
Okay.
And
therefore my point.
There is a...
Okay, so here it is. If you read the Judicial Commission report, it tells you, number one, that the land was owned by the Maharashtra government. And the second point links to your question. The second point says, and very critically, that there is no reservation meant for members of the defense services, which was the Kargil war heroes. Now, let me tell you...
I can't believe you're actually saying all this.
The CBI has
I can't believe you're actually saying all this.
1 minute. The CBI has said about Mr. Ashok Chavan... Now, 1 minute. The CBI has said about Mr. Ashok Chavan
Sanjay
that he tried to influence the Adarsh society by making 40% of its members civilian. 1 minute. But the logic is, if the Judicial Commission today says it was never meant for the defense services, then the CBI itself can also be questioned. So we have a chief minister
I think Sanjay, there are only Sanjay. Now you've asked for 2 minutes, you've spoken for 5 minutes, and I am interrupting you now, and I will tell you this that as per I don't know what you read, but 1 minute, don't now interrupt me when I'm coming. I don't know what you read. I have a piece of paper. This is an authentic piece of paper. It has the full testimony of what has been found against Ashok Chavan. And I find 3 words very interesting. The 3 words are quid pro quo. The decisions of Ashok Chavan indicate quid pro quo. I hope you know what quid pro quo means, Rahul Narvekar, at this stage. It appears the Congress party has decided that 3 days after saying we are changing as a party, we are for corruption, for some reason, Rahul Gandhi has gone extremely soft on Ashok Chavan. What impact will this have on the Congress party's image?
Well, Arnab, at the outside, expecting Rahul Gandhi to speak about the corruption scams is something I think none of us should expect from Rahul Gandhi. Whether it's a 2G spectrum scam, whether it's a Commonwealth scam, whether it's a Colgate scam, or may it be Kargil for Profit scam. I
but in this
haven't
case,
heard Mr. Rahul Gandhi utter a word on this. Before Mr. Rahul Gandhi grandstands in Parliament trying to take all the credit for the Lokpal bill, he should first set his own house in order. He should get rid of the corruption within the Congress party, within the Indian cabinet, and then talk and teach lessons to the rest of the country. So, Mr. Gandhi, before you do that in Parliament and on the streets, please set your own house in order. One. Number two, while Mr. Sanjay Jha would like to selectively report things from the report, I have 3 straight questions for him. Can he talk about the extra FSI violation that was granted for others? Can he talk about the BEST land that was granted by the UD without proper approvals? There are umpteen indictments of Ashok Chavan as well as 4 former chief ministers of Maharashtra and 7 cabinet ministers. Does he have any answers for all these questions which I asked in the report?
Rahul, let me answer you.
Go ahead.
Okay, Rahul, let me answer you quickly. I understand why your partners BJP and you are very nervous, because ever since Mr. Rahul Gandhi on the issue of ordinance which will prevent convicted criminals from entering Parliament has pushed it through, I think you will not have enough members.
Mr. Sanjay Jha, by you pushing Rahul Gandhi, you've made things very easy for us.
Shepherded the
by pushing Rahul Gandhi in the forefront, you have made things very, very easy for us. We must thank you for that.
There has been.
Thank you for that.
It has been believed and it has been written and it has been reported. Sanjay Jha, 1 minute. Sanjay, 1 minute, please.
Have you heard of Ajay Sancheti?
Sanjay Jha.
Have you heard of Mr. Nitin Gadkari's good friend Ajay Sancheti, who has 9 Benami flats in the Adarsh Housing Society?
No, but I thought Rahul Gandhi said no. I thought Rahul Gandhi said no.
What stops you
both of you want to stop for a minute? Both of you just want to stop for a minute, please, Sanjay. Please listen to me. The question is simple here tonight. You know what is happening is that Rahul Gandhi is running a very big risk, and that risk is this: that 3 days back he says I have taken a clear position on issues of corruption. 1 week back, 10 days back after that terrible loss of the Congress party, they say that we are going to transform. Now what happens is, Sanjay, please remember, let people apply common sense to this. It has been reported that when Ashok Chavan was made Chief Minister of Maharashtra, he had, among the support of several people, he had Rahul Gandhi's support. It has been reported that Ashok Chavan
was handpicked by
Ashok Chavan was handpicked by Rahul Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi's choice. Now you know what, Sanjay? Rahul Gandhi cannot decide that I will apply the standards of corruption on everyone and I'm going to beat up all the party people who act, who are corrupt. But when it comes to somebody close to me, I'll just look the other way. And I'll pretend that I don't notice the covert and tacit support Mr. Mr. Sanjay Jha,
1 minute.
You may be under a view that...
Assuming what you're saying is true, Mr. Ashok Chavan resigned as the Chief Minister of
Maharashtra.
What?
He didn't resign. It was the media pressure.
He didn't resign. It was because of the Times Now report. He didn't resign out of choice.
That's the reason.
He didn't resign out of choice. Ashok Chavan resigned. Ashok Chavan resigned after the Kargil for Profit report was debated and exposed on the news for 3 consecutive days. And Sanjay Jha, Mr. Sanjay Jha, in your system, in your view, Mr. Jha, you may...
Find out what is Babu Rai Bukharia doing in his cabinet.
Mr. Jha,
find it, what is Babu Rai Bukharia...
I'm telling you, you're going to neutralize all the positioning here.
Mr. Sanjay Jha, without admitting what you're saying, hypothetically assuming what you're saying makes sense, does one wrong justify the other?
No.
I mean, this is one of the most absurd arguments one could have come up with.
Well, here's a question here today. You see, let's get Majid Memon and Sudhanshu Trivedi.
Representative.
Let's get it. So, please understand, sir, this is about political patronage. People are watching you. There's an election coming, Sanjay. You must be careful about what you're saying. The Adarsh Committee report clearly says that former Chief Minister Ashok Chavan gave permissions or clearances as a quid pro quo. And Majid Memon, this is point number 79, sub point number 15. With the Cabinet's rejection of the report, what is happening here? An attempt to reject an inconvenient truth. Why would anyone, including your party, allow something like this to happen?
No, if you permit me a couple of minutes without any disturbance, then I would just put my view across. See, why so much noise about Adarsh? There are a number of societies in Mumbai, outside Mumbai, which flout rules, regulations. There are umpteen number of cases you will find. Every neighborhood you will find number of breaches and violations, etc. and everything.
No, but I am talking only about Adarsh, Mr. Menon.
No doubt on that. No, 1 second. About Adarsh. Now we are coming to Adarsh.
Yes.
Now the gravity and sensitivity of the breaches by Adarsh was substantially enhanced on 2 counts. One was that it was proclaimed that it was a defense land on which favor was shown, which is found to be incorrect.
Sir, it was because there was political corruption, A, and B, because the name of Kargil was certainly used. And don't try and pretend, Mr. Memon, you are not aware of documents in which the name of Kargil was used. It was Kargil for profit. Using the name of Kargil for private profit by politicians and bureaucrats.
Arnav, the misconception was that the flats were meant for the widows of the Kargil.
No, it is not about. Don't go technical on me, Mr. No, don't go technical on me, Mr. Memon. Don't go technical on me, Mr. Memon.
What has been found to be
Mr. Memon, don't go technical on me.